Hello everyone and welcome back to this Python programming course where you are going to learn everything you need to get started programming in Python. In this video, we will go through variables, expressions and statements in Python. For this, you will need the IDE to be installed in your device. I'll attach the link to the previous video in the description below to guide you through the installation process. Okay, so let's get started. A variable is a data name used to store data, and as the name implies, its content can change through the program's execution. A program works with values in the forms of letters and numbers. Some values are 1, 10.3, E, or good morning. Each of these values belong to different types: integers, floating point numbers, characters, strings. If you are not sure of what type a value has, your Python interpreter can tell you. You simply have to type the following statement. Type in bracket 1 or this statement will give you the type of the value within the brackets. Next, we move to naming of a variable. Variable names can be as long as you like. They can contain both letters and numbers, but they can't begin with a number. It is legal to use uppercase letters, but it is conventional to use only lowercase for variable names. The underscore character can appear in a name. It's often used in names with multiple words, such as my account number. To separate each of the words, you can use an underscore. If you give a variable an illegal name, you get a syntax error. Besides the above restrictions on the variable name, it also turns out that variables in Python cannot have the same name or a similar name as that of Python keywords. In subsequent videos, we will see what keywords are, but at this point in time, you just have to know that the interpreter uses keywords to recognize the structure of the program, and they cannot be used as variable names. Next, we will look at expressions and statements. An expression is a combination of values, variables, and operators. A value all by itself is considered an expression, and so is a variable. So the following are all legal expressions: 42, n plus 25. When you type an expression at the prompt, the interpreter evaluates it, which means that it finds the value of the expression. In this example, n has the value 17 and n plus 25 has the value 42. A statement is a unit of code that has an effect, like creating a variable or displaying a value, like x equals to 17, print x. So these are statements because they have an effect. Writing x equals to 17 assigns or keeps the value 17 inside the variable x, and printing x does something. It enables the interpreter to execute the act of printing the value of x to the screen. So both of these have an effect. That's why they are considered statements. Next, we are going to look at the order of mathematical operations in Python. In Python, the order of mathematical operations follow the acronym PEMDAS, which stands for parentheses, exponentiations, multiplication, division, addition, and subtraction. You will find some more details about this acronym in the comment section below. We're also going to look at string operations. In general, you can't perform mathematical operations on strings, even if the strings look like numbers. So the following are illegal, something like 2 minus 1, x divided by easy, third times a charm. Though most of these mathematical operations cannot be performed with strings, there are two exceptions: addition and multiplication. The plus operator performs string concatenation, which means it joins the strings by linking them end to end. For example, first string good, second string morning. First string plus second string gives us good morning. For the multiplication example, we have first string being good, then times 2, and if we print the result we will have good. The last section we are going to look at is the comment section. As programs get bigger and more complicated, they get more difficult to read. For this reason, it is a good idea to add notes to your programs to explain in natural language what the program is doing. These notes are called comments, and they start with a symbol hashtag for single line comments and triple quote for multiple line comments. So this is basically it for this video, but before we end the video, I'll post a series of questions here for you to keep on practicing programming in Python while waiting for our next video, which will be about conditional statements, where we look at if, elif and else statements. See you soon.